everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very special video because I will be showing you how to get bangs in the fastest amount of time possible. This is a super quick transformation video. And yeah, so if you would like to see how to get from this to this, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so this is kind of a misleading title, I guess, because you know, I'm not actually cutting my bangs in this video. I wanted to jump on and just show you a really quick way to change up your look, because I've had numerous thoughts, numerous times when shit happens in your life. You're like, I need to alter my appearance. I need to become a whole new bad bitch. And then you cut your bangs and you're like, holy shit, what did I do? Or you'll cut your hair and you're like, holy shit, what did I do? So today what I want to show you is these awesome clip-in bangs. So these are from the hair shop and they retail for $109. So they have professional extensions, they have clip-in extensions, bangs and ponytails, hair volumizers, hair care and accessories, and they also have a February promotion going on. So their February 2019 promotion is buy hair and get the perfect tool at 50% off the retail price. But yeah, definitely one of the best sites to buy hair. Yes, this was expensive, but it is real hair. And it felt really good, and it cut really nicely, and it blow dries really nicely, and it just looks so natural to my actual hair that it like blows my mind. So yeah, it's some good shit. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna just show you how I clip them in. So what I did do is I did kind of trim them to my own face, and I kind of had to play around with them and trim them to the way that I wanted to have them fit me. I didn't really like how far back I had to clip them in for them to be perfectly on my forehead. So all of that honestly depends on your personal preference and your head shape and the way that your hair is. But when it does come to clip-in bangs, you have a little bit more of a control because you're not really using your hair. Most of the time, where your bang starts will obviously depend on the thickness of your hair and how thick you want your bang to be. But if you're doing a clip-in, you can kind of play around of where you want that kind of bang to look like it starts. And I don't like it super far back because I feel like that makes my forehead look really big. So what I am gonna do with my hair is kind of separate it down the middle and tuck these pieces behind my ears. This is just for now. Honestly, what I usually would do if I'm wearing these for long periods of time and not just for photos and stuff, I will braid down these sections of my hair so that when I'm kind of fidgeting around and trying to make things go in places that they should go into, I'm not pulling the hair from underneath and then like having to move it. It just becomes really, really frustrating. And then you'll have like long pieces, because clearly I have really long bangs, kind of like peep through, and then like it just really irritates my face, and I'm really not used to having bangs in my face to begin with, so it's a really big adjustment process. But basically what I did was I trimmed them to the way that I want them to sit on my head, and usually for me, the way that I liked it most is measuring out 2 fingers from the front of my head, and that would be like where I clip them in. So I had to trim them to that specific length, and I kind of cut the side pieces a little bit because this is kind of like the shaggy look. So I kind of shaped the front a little bit as well, and then I blow dried them, and I kind of thinned them out a little bit. So I'm gonna do 2 fingers, and then this kind of gives me a place of where I should start. And then I will kind of wiggle it in and kind of pull back a little bit. And I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of wiggle it and pull back a bit, and then wiggle it and kind of pull back a bit. See what I mean? Like, because it's not pinned down underneath, like certain ones are coming back up when I kind of fidget it around. And the way that you wear them and style them is obviously all based on your preference, and obviously is going to be all based on how you are most comfortable wearing them, because at certain times it can look a little bit too chunky. So when I just have my regular hair in, it looks a little bit too chunky, and that's not a cute look. And the beauty of this hair is actually that it has some back hair, so when you pull this back, there's no harsh line of like, okay, cool, this is where my bangs start. You kind of can just push this hair back, and it kind of hides your hairline, your natural hairline. So basically what I will do is I will kind of fidget around to where I feel comfortable with the bangs. So what I do is I'll take these parts here. So I'll take a little bit of my own hair and also some of this headpiece. And I will kind of push some of this back and kind of clip it back with a little bobby pin. And I'll do the same to the other side. So I'll take some of this hair. I'll take some of my real hair. This can be like pushed back to look more natural. And I usually will do like a twist to kind of make it look cute. And I'll combine the two back here. And then I will clip them. And obviously this you can kind of mess around with and see how you would like for it to lay. And you can either curl them or you can straighten them. This is natural hair. And when I do have my extensions in, my hair in general is way more full. And I can go ahead and not be so finicky about how I'm putting this in, and it'll kind of just flow a little bit better. And also if your hair is really styled with this in, obviously that makes it a little bit easier, but I did those two separately today. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. I think it makes me look even more foreign, and like, it's kind of cool. I don't know. Like, it's just a really neat way to change up your look and not really hate your hair like a week later. And the most common mistake that people make with hair is cutting it short because it's going to take less time to do, or you don't have to do as much to it to make it look good. And then that bangs are really easy to take care of. Those two things are probably like the biggest myths ever, because when your hair is short, it takes way more effort to make it look good. And with bangs, you're constantly having to trim them to make them look good, and you're constantly having to wet them and blow dry them, because when you're sleeping, you sleep in weird angles, and like, it tends to go everywhere and it tends to kind of stick to one side more. It's not just this easy thing that's super effortless. So I feel like with something like this, it's so much easier to just clip this out and like set it down, and the next day just clip it back in, and it's gonna look basically just as perfect. Obviously you don't have to wash it as often, and obviously you don't ever have to have the regrets of, oh my god, I cut my hair. So definitely would recommend this 100%. On the website they also have a whole bunch of different styles. They have like the V-bang. This is more of the shaggy, their like original bang that they have, which I feel like is really nice because it's got this extra hair that kind of, you can pull it back in a ponytail. And it just looks really good and really natural, and this is kind of something that I felt would fit my face the most. And having it adjusted to not sit back here makes my face look a little bit smaller and more petite than when it was really full back, when it wasn't trimmed, and my face looked way longer than it really needed to. I already struggle with my face being a little too long anyway, so this makes it like nice and cute and petite, and I love it. And it looks so good with glasses. Like, I'm obsessed. Who am I? Like, I'm a whole new person. And it's so cool because I don't have to regret it later and hate myself. You know what I mean? I'm obsessed with this, and I think that if you're looking for a change, this is definitely the way to go. When you're trimming it, I did the trimming in two different ways. I trimmed it wet and then I trimmed it dry, and I tried it in a couple of different ways. My favorite method was definitely wetting the whole piece, setting it down on a counter, and putting something heavy on the clip part so it doesn't move around when you're trying to like brush the hair out, and trimming it that way. And then you can do it on your face too. But obviously make sure all of your hair is like pinned back out of the way, that you're not cutting your actual hair, because you can very easily do that. So that is all that I have to say about this. Definitely go and watch some videos on how to trim your bangs. And yeah, just get this instead of ruining your life, and then you can change it up and you can, you know, fool people. That is literally all that I have to say. I'm so jazzed and I'm so excited for it. And yeah, I can't wait to play around with more hairstyles and do more things with these bangs. So thank you so much for watching, even though the title was misleading. And yeah, I basically will see you in the next one. Bye.